What is up, everybody? I'm No Lux Given, back with Demon Bluff. I've gotten a great response off the first two videos, and I've also just been enjoying playing the game. So today we are going to play some endless mode and see how difficult this game can actually get. At the end of the previous video, I mentioned that I did actually play some with Ascension 4, and I played one game in endless mode. So I'm going to include clips of those here. We'll see what Ascension level 4 has for us and if it introduces any other cool characters. This time we only have one evil, and it's the Puka. Wait, I did not restore my health? Oh, okay. Maybe you don't restore your health? I thought that you did restore your health. The Druid, we've got 1 or 4 is a Poisoner. We don't have that, my friend. So that's a lie. Left side is more evil. Sure. I mean, this is just a wacky thing to say. You could be the drunk, or you could be Puka poisoned. Between 4, 5, 6, we'll do it in that order. There's an outcast, a villager, and a demon. You know what? Kind of believe you, though. This could be a demon and you could be poisoned. Oh yeah, that is definitely possible. The knight, you might be able to die. If we check it and we're wrong, then that's pretty terrible. 6 is good. Ooh, that is a really good thing to say. You could specifically be the drunk, though. 6 is good. You could be evil. But you can't be a demon, because a demon can't be in a double claim. So you could be, we could have the demon, you could be poisoned, and then you could be the drunk. That would line up with this information. That would line up with this information. That would mean that you are poisoned. And we specifically want to go, let me see this real quick. Yeah, drunk. So we kind of want to learn if this, yourself, or the, we have to pick a third character. We'll go here. We'll see if none of these are drunks, or you're Puka poisoned. That would also check out. That's the world I'm leaning towards right now, so I think I want to test this first. I'm curious if this is right, this is also free. So let's actually just go here. Yeah, so this is now not the Puka. So I think we just do this. Yeah, I got lucky. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. And no new unlocks just yet. So let's go back to the menu real quick. Okay, that did reset our health. And we did heal back up. Let's go to the menu. And now we can see that we've unlocked endless mode. And I don't know how far standard mode goes. But I do have a feeling that it makes the most sense to play standard mode, like, just as far as you can. Though I don't know if it, like, if we're not unlocking new things in standard mode, maybe we have kind of hit a wall here. And maybe we do want to go into endless mode. Let's try one thing in endless and just see how much crazier it actually gets. All right, Bombardier Puka. I think the first one is fairly straightforward, but so this is different. Each village counts as a different ascension. We're not going in blocks of 7 here. It's just one and done. See how far you can go. Bombardier, probably leave them alone. Puka is our only source of misinformation here, so Let's flip them and rip them. 4 is a real fortune teller. Well, you really don't want to be pointing towards your neighbors. But Empress is saying that she is evil, so she has to be good. Druid can learn 1 random outcast. We just do this. There is a bombardier. So I trust the bombardier. Left side is more evil. Left side includes the druid. Well, I guess we should check the knight. Maybe we don't need to check the knight just yet. The fortune teller. Well, I think these are going to be indistinguishable. Because either this one's the puka, and this one is giving us bad information. 3. Oh, wait, but this is bad information, too. 3, 7. Yeah, so this is the puka. Okay. I was going to say this could be the puka poisoning this, and then either way this can die. But because, yeah, we knew this was bad information. All right, so that is level 1 in endless mode. And now we're going to go back into endless mode and see how difficult Demon Bluff can get. So there are 3 evil among all characters. We already have a Lilith as well. So this is definitely a big step up in difficulty. Also, the dev put out an announcement on Discord earlier today that now in endless mode, there are an additional 2 villagers and 1 outcasts that appear in the deck view, which will give evil just multiple different things that they can jump on to claim, and means that now you don't know which of these outcasts are going to be in the game, especially when there are hidden ones. So the minions are not really doing much here, but this could still be a tricky board. Let's find out. Let's start with number 1, who says 1 evil is adjacent to me. So I actually think that's, well, if these are 1 evil, that means that the rest of the board is only 1/3 evil. So I guess we should look elsewhere then. How about right here? 1, 9, or 7 is evil. Okay, that could definitely check out. So let's maybe now avoid 9, 7, and 1, and 2. So let's check out 3. I am good. All right, I am willing to mark you good. I don't think that there's anything... There's no corruption in this village. So there's a drunk, but you're not drunk. So you're just straight up good. That's good info. Oh, it's nighttime. But we kept a potential frame alive here. So now if this lever is correct, this is definitely an evil. So that is reasonable for us. 8 is good. All right. I'm pretty likely to, honestly, I'm feeling like this is evil. It could be 7 as well. But 9 just died. So we actually got rid of a frame from 2 different potential people. I just read a comment that was saying that Lilith really isn't that bad because she takes away potential evil candidates from your board, which is definitely a great point. This Slayer shooting the lover would be great info because then we would, if the lover doesn't die, we would know that this person's good. Actually, we would know that, yeah, either way, shooting one of these 2 is pretty good info. Let's reveal the rest of our board. Ooh, Dizzy. So Dizzy could be the drunk. Could be the drunk, but probably evil. I guess it's... Oh, wait, the drunk can't claim an in-play character. Well, let's keep you alive. I don't know why we need to keep them alive. It might be Lilith. You're gone. No, that's a twin minion. All right, so now we get 2 more reveals, which I think means that Lilith will not be able to kill again here. Let's see. 5 is good. Gemcrafter. Where's 5 at? Oh, 5 is not good. Okay, so we found most of the deal here. So if the Slayer shoots the lover, Couldn't kill number 1, so number 2 is indeed Lilith. That was a pretty quick one. Let's move it along here. The minions were not that tricky in that one, so made for an easy run of it. And yeah, in like some cases, the minions like sell each other out too, you know? This one has no minions, but Puka, a pretty strong demon. But we do have the ability to just flip everything over now. I also have a pretty good idea for how I'd like to use these markers. This means good. This means evil. This means like corrupted. This means bad information at the very least, and it could ultimately wind up meaning evil. Number 2 is a real fortune teller. Well, you can't clear your neighbors, guys. We've talked about this because you could just always be Puka poisoned. Evils are not adjacent to each other. There's one evil. Well, I think that means you're good. And I think that means that these are not the Puka. You know what I mean? Because I think that this is real information. I mean, it's nonsense. It doesn't mean anything, but it's also not bad. It's not a lie. There's only one evil. Yeah, okay, so you're cleared because you're not Puka poisoned. So we are potentially looking at a poet clearing the Puka here. What else do we have? 1 is good. Well, you're trying to clear your neighbor. I don't know about that. That could mean that this fortune teller is actually the drunk, and this is the Puka. Let's see what else we have here. We've got another fortune teller. So the Puka isn't likely to be in a double claim with the fortune teller, but they could be in a double claim with the drunk. So is there a way for these fortune tellers? Oh yeah, we just picked the 3 characters that we know. Well, they're both going to potentially lie to us. Yeah. But if they both lie to us, then we know that this is the Puka. Yeah. Goodbye. And that was the corrupted drunk. Sure. I think that it's irrelevant. It's a double stamp on that. So yeah, another fairly easy one. Maybe my brain is just, it's warmed up sufficiently. I've been playing Marvel Snap all day, or at least for like, oh yeah, I've been playing it all day at this point, doing some grand arena challenges. Now we have Lilith, Witch, Shaman, Doppelganger, Drunk. Okay, we're about to be tested. This is a tricky board. All right. Lilith, Shaman, Witch, Doppelganger, Drunk. So we won't be able to reveal the last card, which kind of is a combo with Lilith. Then we've got a Drunk, a Doppelganger, and a Shaman all in here. I was a baker. That is not what you want to say, right? Now you could be the Drunk. But I'm pretty sure I was the baker, unless this was changed. Okay, so this one is hard to hear at the start of the start of a gameplay session here. I believe when somebody says I was the baker, that means that they're just evil. I gotta test it. Okay, the witch is gone. Ding dong. So now we can flip over everything. 6 is good. I'll mark you evil just cause. Let's flip over 6 if you're good. Evils are not adjacent to each other. So either this is the evil team, which would be very, very specific, or this is great information to have. But if this is the evil team, oh, you could be the drunk too. Okay, well, I'm going to trust that this is a good character. We lost this person, but now I have the druid, and I can learn if this is an outcast potentially. So that could all be pretty reasonable information. Let's flip over some more cards first, though. 9 is good, and we have a double claim here, but this could be a doppelganger double claim. Let's see if 9 is good. One of these could also be the drunk, though the drunk, importantly, I believe always claims an out-of-play role. I disguise as a random not-in-play villager. So the fact that this is doubled up here makes me think it's a shaman or doppelganger double up, or it's actually just the shaman lying for Lilith. 1 is evil. 2, 5, or 6. I don't think it's 6, but it could be between 2 and 5. I don't believe Lilith gets to kill again here because we get to flip over to 5 is good, and we find another gem crafter. All right, well, I'll mark this as good then, potentially, and we'll flip over our final card. Lilith is looking, but will she fail to find? Yes. Okay, so since we flipped over another gem crafter, wow. Okay, and you're telling me 4 is good. However, one of these simply has to be evil. Not even just for this information, but because there's too many of them. So even if we have a shaman and a doppelganger creating 2 more gem crafters, one of them also has to be a shaman, and I believe that the good one has to be, well, maybe we could figure it out with Druid. Ooh, Druid can tell us which one is the doppelganger specifically, but we have to be pretty choosy with it. I think we want to take a look at 2 and 5, because those are the 2 getting pointed at as evil. But there's also probably something to this adjacency claim here. And we want to find, just because one is the doppelganger or isn't the doppelganger, like another one's created by the shaman, this isn't really that great of information. Oh, here's how we have to use this. We have to clear the druid. There are no outcasts. So now we know that the druid is good, which means I think that that was a good play, because I think what that means is now the knitter is probably right. The only other option is for both of these 2 to be evil, but no. It would always have to be these, and then this is wrong, and then that is wrong. So this one's good. And well, let's clear this. Now we know that the knitter is good, so we need to find a pair of non-adjacent evils, which I don't think that we can ever fully... Wait, maybe we can. 1 is evil. 2, 5, or 6. Okay, hold on. This is actually a chain. Wait, we know 4 is good. Sorry. I was about to start shooting at all these, but I think it's just these 2. And the Empress is lying and saying that it's between 2, 5, and 6, but I think these are all good because this is pointing to this, and we know that this is good. So I think this be Lilith. Oh no! Doppelganger. Okay. So let's slow our roll here a little bit. It's both of them? How did that happen? How did it happen that... No, now I'm starting to think it's 1, 6, 7 again. Because this card is definitely good. It was cleared. Could it be all 3 of... No, it can't be all 3 of these, because this points at this. I think the Empress is truly saying... Oh yeah, because it can't be 2 and 5. Yeah. And 2 and 5 and 4 are all cleared. I think it actually is the knitter and the first gem crafter. I think we were led down the wrong path here. That's the shaman, and you have sold out Lilith. You did do a pretty good job there, shaman, making so many gem crafters and then hopping on it as well. But we eventually found you out there. That was close. Got down to 1 health. That is a really, really close one. And now we have a Puka and a Counselor with also a Doppelganger and a Drunk. I think there's just always going to be a Doppelganger and a Drunk potentially in the game now, which I think is the difficulty that you should be expecting out of Endless Mode. Endless Mode should be a little bit difficult. I can't die. But if you are actually a Drunk... Well, so here's something that I was told in the comments. This is a hint. This is a hint. If I am executed while corrupted, I deal 4 additional damage to you. That's not a hint. That's a whole nother ability on there. But if the knight is actually a drunk giving out corrupted information, I don't think that that will count as executing the knight. So I think that this is still like as free as it gets, basically. So we know now that the knight is good. And where do we head to after that? That might have been a little bit hasty. All right, if the hunter's good, that means that this is evil. And this is evil? I don't know about that. Let's see if... So that would mean this has to be an outcast. Because the counselor would have to sit here. And if this is an outcast, it's the drunk. I think this hunter, I'm gonna send it right now. Oh, the drunk, I forgot about the drunk. Okay. It looks like, though, because I just lost 4 health. So I'm assuming that I've missed that the drunk also has a hint. How do I see this? Yes, you receive 4 damage instead of 5 when you execute me. So the drunk is a little bit of a freebie. And now we kind of have an idea that one of these two is the counselor. And yeah, I guess we just know that regardless. Like that doesn't, we can't backtrack this info because the counselor has to be sat next to our drunk. Or wait, does the counselor add an additional? Yes. Okay. Oh, and there's also puka poison people. Okay, I was way too hasty in this one. I wanted to style on it. I wanted to flex a little bit there. But we should definitely avoid these things. Somebody pointing across the circle from themselves is pretty nice. Oh, I also attacked the knight when the puka is the demon. But now we know that these two are not the demon, so fair play, right? Let's flip over 1. I think that 1 is good in a lot of scenarios here. I want to check. So if this is the puka, we're gonna get we're thinking more likely this is the counselor, and this knight is good. So I think if we do this. Okay, well now I'm thinking you're definitely corrupted, which means this person could certainly be evil, this person could certainly be evil, and I think these are our goods. What if they had told me 1? If the jester had given me a 1 there, that would have really sent me down a different path, because then I would have assumed that this was the puka, but this can't be the puka. We already know this isn't the puka. So we should have known that this person is good the whole time. They could be corrupted, but I think I'm going to trust their info for now. Well, yeah, this person's always... So all these people can't be lying. Like, even if there's a puka here, it's not like both of these people are evil, right? I do think it's probably just 2 and 4. Let's see what 6 has to say. If that checks out, you can't die. 1 is good. We know that 1... Well, let's see what these are. Maybe there's more outsiders. I should get more used to flipping up the Grim in non-Witch, non-Lilith games. But I think just like the muscle memory of just playing with Witch and Lilith made me a little bit hesitant to flip up the entire board immediately. There's only 1 pair of evil. That is impossible. 8 is good. That is correct. That is absolutely correct information. This just got interesting. Is there a double claim? There is. So this double claim could be the doppelganger. And I don't know yet if a doppelganger can be corrupted by the puka. It might be immune to puka corruption, which seems like a benefit, but it also works to disguise the puka. So I think that that could be useful sometimes. There's only one pair of evil. So the only way that there's a pair of evil, considering you're sat next to the drunk, well, I guess this could be... We don't actually know... We don't actually know where the counselor is. I can't attack this knight because the knight... How much? You take 9 damage from attacking the knight if you're wrong? Yeah, 4 additional damage. All right, thanks for the hint. 2, 4, and 6. There are 3 evils. That's bad info. The knitter has bad info. Number 8 is good. So this could be a doppelganger telling us that 8 is good, which we know is true because I foolishly already attacked this thing. Which means this could be a doppelganger. This could be our counselor. Putting it... no. Because I think that this person is good. This can't be the puka. It just can't be. This could be the puka. And then this person is correct. But this person can't be correct. Oh, so this could be the doppelganger, and this is now the counselor. Wow, that is a tricky one, but I think we have counselor puka. The knitter's wrong. I'm not going to feel bad killing the knitter regardless. That is the puka. At which point I pointed at 2 evils, and the jester said there are 3. I think they should have given me a 1. I think that there are 3 evils is just like such a big tell. But maybe, I mean, it certainly helped me put all of this puzzle together. I'm just thinking like if I was the storyteller in this scenario. But I think this can't be the counselor. The counselor can only sat here, here, or here. But I guess if the counselor is here, then where's the second outsider? Right? Yeah, I guess that's a fair way to put it. So this is always, and this is wrong. Because this is right. All right, just double checking. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Well, how the heck did that happen? There's 2 knights. There's 2 knights on the board. One of these knights is a doppelganger. Okay. Oh, you're still telling me 2 is good? All right. Yeah, that one, we're getting a step up in difficulty now. I think part of it is just like throwing a bunch of different boards at you. There's so much here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, Ba has added an outcast, the counselor has added an outcast, and the developer has added an outcast with the update today. So, okay. Don't have to worry about flipping. We could just flip them all. Dreamer. We'll lean into that later. Slayer. We'll lean into that later. Number 3 is a real Slayer. Sure. So am I like kind of right to believe that like the Slayer could try attacking the medium? But if it doesn't work, it doesn't really tell us anything. So we should probably take it elsewhere and take it at face value. Dreamer. We've got a double claim. But we could just have double claims because of doppelganger. Fortune teller, so many activates. Number 3 is the real Slayer. I think I'm starting to trust this Slayer. 2 evils adjacent to me. Okay, I'm sure we can do something with this. And then Plague Doctor, and then another Slayer. How could someone be corrupted just from the Plague Doctor? And then we have One double claim, two double claims, three different double claims. And the counselor is probably sat next to one of said double claims. It's kind of an interesting move here is that if this is the drunk, I do feel like we have a doppelganger on the board because we've got three double claims, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if we only had two double claims, then like plague doctoring the fortune teller could be an interesting play because that could mean that it could mean that this is the drunk. This doesn't seem right, but honestly, it seems... You're so confirmed. I think I have to start with that. Yeah. Okay, great. So two evils adjacent to me. We have some good info with all of that. We know that this isn't corrupted. Let's see if this Slayer's corrupted. Could be a fine place to start. Learn an evil roll. If evil picked, learn correct. Oh, pick one character. Oh, right. Okay, this is similar to Blood on the Clock Tower's Dreamer. It's kind of worth checking the adjacent to the Plague Doctor. Could be Twin Minion. What if you pick yourself? I'm just curious what happens. Okay, could be Ba. I don't really know why I did all that. But we know you're not Ba. But if you're evil, you'd lie. So you could be something else. You could be the Twin Minion. Whew, okay. Pick two characters, learn if any of them is evil. I think that picking somebody that we know is evil is fine. All right, so you're good. Maybe that's not the best use of my ability. You are actually all confirmed now. That is pretty powerful. And what's our second minion? So we know that one of these two is the doppelganger at this point. Definitively. Which means we are looking for a counselor. And the counselor can't sit here or here, so it has to sit here or here. Oh, but it can't be here either. Oh, yeah, wait. This could be a doppelganger. So you could be... So I think the counselor could be here or here. Because we know that this is our doppelganger claim. And then what? One of these two is just lying. I think we've got pretty good odds if we do like this. Okay. I haven't even found my drunk. Wait. Where's my drunk? You're good. Where's my plague doctor corrupted is what I mean. Slayer, evil. What am I missing? You found an evil. You're good. You found the twin minion. You're good. You both found a slayer. I think... No, wait, we have a, counselor? So there has to be a second. I feel like that confirms the plague doctor. There's something funky going on here. I'm trying to think, could somehow this be the counselor and this is the doppelganger? And there is no... But then there is no second outcast. I'm really lost here. Okay, let's go around the board here. The Dreamer says that number 7 could be a twin minion. That's right. Ba was lying. 3 Slayer shot and killed, which confirms both of the mediums. Wait. Oh my goodness gracious. This is the doppelganger. This is the doppelganger. One of these is Plague Doctor Corrupted, and the other one is the Counselor. You are Plague Doctor Corrupted, and you, my friend, are the Counselor. Wow, that was a tough one. How long have we been recording here? I think that is a great place to call it because that was a really, really tricky board. And I definitely see that endless mode is giving us, I'm going to go to the menu here just to see exactly how far we got. Endless mode is definitely giving us a run for our money. If you are enjoying the content, let me know down below. But for today, that is going to be it for me for Demon Bluff. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lex Given. Peace.